This is Dan Dix reporting for Press for Truth, coming at you with another weekly update. We felt it was extremely important today to inform Canadians that the internet as we know it today could be gone in the blink of an eye if Stephen Harper has his way. You see, back when Harper was forming his majority government, he vowed that within the first 100 days he would combine 11 different crime bills with 3 in particular that are extremely troublesome to the privacy rights of every Canadian. He would lump them all together into a single bill now referred to as lawful access. Bill C-50 will essentially allow authorities such as the police to intercept communications from internet service providers without obtaining a warrant. Specifically, Bill C-52 under Section 16(1) will force the service providers to disclose information to the authorities. Some of you may remember back in 2007 when this bill was first introduced that Stockwell Day told us all that this would not lead to warrantless searches. Then just 2 years later, Peter Van Loan announced that this bill will be used to give the authorities the right to monitor your online activity without a warrant. Considering that the official opposition, the NDP, is currently in a sort of limbo state without a leader, it's very quite possible that the Conservatives will whisk this bill through with minimal debate. We're down in front of Roy Thompson Hall right now, and we're going to get some of the opinions from some of the people on the street about how they feel about this lawful access bill. We're wondering about if people have heard of this new bill that's being introduced called lawful access. It's fairly new.
No, I haven't quite. I think I know what you mean, though. It's about letting the government see what we're looking at on the internet lawfully. No, I don't agree with it. I don't think it should be allowed.
First reaction is I think it's an invasion of privacy, but I'd want to understand a little more clearly what the intent is. You know, what is the government's intent in doing so?
It's a slippery slope. You got to be careful how much power we give the government, because you worry that they don't need to watch us all the time. You sacrifice your individual liberties and end up with something vaguely resembling a police state.
Personally, I'm not concerned. I mean, I don't know. I have nothing to hide, but other people may.
I would never vote for police to be on the internet looking at anyone's personal information. It's like going in your house and looking through your photo albums or something just to see how you grew up. You know, it's just it's personal stuff.
No, I don't agree with that. You know, not at all. It's kind of invasion of privacy, Big Brother. Basically, right?
As it stands right now, if the authorities wanted to monitor your online activity, they would have to get a warrant from a judge based on probable grounds. Some of the info that may be disclosed to these authorities will be your name, your IP address, your email address, your cell phone number, and your home address.
You should definitely have to get a warrant to be able to watch what people are doing. It essentially amounts to surveillance, so it makes us all criminals. Or people under investigation, which I don't like.
I think you need to have a warrant based on evidence to do it, because otherwise it's either racial profile or whatever, and it's not constitutional. So yeah, I think it's an invasion of private life.
Another thing to keep in mind is that under Bill C-52, Section 7 may require internet service providers to perform a costly overhaul of their networks in order to allow for real-time surveillance. Major telecommunication companies will no doubt pass these absorbent amounts, these costs, on to us, the people who are using the internet. They're saying that they might have to overhaul the system so that they can monitor in real time, but it's going to cost a lot of money, and we might have to be the ones to pay for it. What do you think about that?
I think we shouldn't pay for it because it's completely worthless. Like, honestly, it's a waste of money.
I'm already paying too much for very little, so Yeah, no, I completely disagree with it. It sounds like big industry too. It sounds like you're going to have to hire a lot of people to watch a lot of people for no real reason.
Yeah, making you pay for Big Brother watching. So.
Well, I think it's just a reason for you another reason to higher your rates and stuff. And if you want the internet, which everybody uses, I mean, what percentage out there doesn't? So it's just another reason to say, well, you take it or leave it, basically, and you're out of the loop even more. So it's not a good thing.
We have the freedom to do anything we want online, say whatever we want without having someone judge us or having put in jail for or whatever we want to write on whatever on Facebook.
When you look at the London riots, they're shutting people's cell phones off, and you're no access to Twitter, and then cops are caught paying off kids to go smash stuff.
What we are seeing all over the world today is a crackdown on independent media. You see, the establishment is running scared because the alternative media is growing on the internet, and they need to figure out a way to combat this problem that they currently have.
While the internet is a growing marketplace, the Chinese regime worries that it will help stir social unrest. To prevent the free flow of information, authorities created what's been called the Great Firewall, a way to block material deemed sensitive by the state, including human rights and democracy websites.
We've seen it in China, where many websites are blocked. And of course, with the recent riots in London, we are seeing a crackdown on the use of social media networks to be able to spread information, particularly through BlackBerry devices. Now, let's not forget that these major crackdowns that we're seeing on our rights all over the world, all are stemming from the catalyst that was 9/11 nearly 10 years ago. Our rights are being taken away incrementally, and if we allow the authorities to bypass the court system, we will end up seeing even more of a centralization of power into fewer hands. This is all being done despite the fact that crime is at an all-time low here in Canada, according to a recent poll from Statistics Canada. We need to stand up now to fight this lawful access bill. With the provincial elections coming up right around the corner, it is a perfect opportunity for you to demand answers from your representatives.